We have 4 cases invoking the Genocide Convention before the International Court of Justice, which is absolutely unprecedented. But in those cases, also something extremely unprecedented has taken place, is that there are more than 50 different states who have intervened in the proceedings. And until 3 or 4 years ago, there had been, I think, 3 or 4 interventions in all of the cases before the International Court of Justice in its entire history.
Why is that? What do you put that down to?
I think it's part of a broader phenomenon of states turning to the courts for issues that in the past were dealt with in a political environment. We just had a lengthy opinion of the court on climate change. So this is an inherently political issue, really. And many would say, well, it belongs in the UN General Assembly or the Human Rights Council or some other political body where states go and make their arguments in their own interests. Instead, what they seem to be doing more and more is going before this court. 15 judges who are elected by the General Assembly and the Security Council, and they reach virtual consensus on many issues. And so I think it's created a level of trust in them that maybe wasn't there in the past so much, in that they're confident. They want issues to be settled based on law rather than on politics. And we see this, it's very visible because states they have double standards. And they admit it because they take their positions based on their own self-interest. And it's different in a court.
It's so interesting. I've discussed so many times on this podcast the tension between values and interests. And it seems to me that the court, like many of the institutions that we've set up post-World War II, are grounded in values. That there are certain values that underpin humanity. And it seems to me perhaps many nations have lost, perhaps rightly, trust in the political institutions that exist to arbitrate between these different tensions, conflicts, and so on, and are therefore now going to the body that is apolitical and hoping to have the law arbitrate on some of these rather enduring and politically loaded conflicts.
Well, yes, I think that's exactly what's going on.